Hello, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing. So I got two diamond paintings from Meian on AliExpress. I have gotten diamond paintings from them before, and during one of the previous AliExpress sales, I saw some of their stuff that I had in my cart actually went pretty low in price, so I had to try it again. So I got two diamond paintings. So I got two square diamond paintings from Meian. I got a square diamond painting from them last year when they first started doing them because they didn't always have the square diamond paintings. And when they first came out with the square ones, I was like, let's try them because I've had pretty good success with their round diamond paintings. I just didn't order from them again because I thought that they printed the grids too dark. So then you could see it behind the, I thought they printed the grid lines too dark for the squares, so then I could see it behind the diamond painting when there was gapping. And there was gapping. So I decided, okay, let's just wait a year or something. It's been more than a year since I bought from Meian, probably, or more than a year since I bought a square from Meian, and I figured give them another chance and see if they've gotten better. I have no idea. So they gave me two toolkits. One is this white boat that's actually longer than the green boat, do you see? And then there's a pink pen with a 7-placer. And then what's nice about Meian is they also give you some labels, and they also give you a bunch of baggies, like a lot of them. I think it's a lot of them, considering they give you two of them, and here's this one, and there's labels again, and look at how many baggies there are in this one. There's tons of baggies, and these are the baggies that I use for my kitting down. So, you know, when I don't know if I'm just ordering from them because I want the baggies, and then I get the diamond painting as a plus. No, just kidding. They do. Meian is one of the diamond painting stores on AliExpress that does the poured glue, and their diamond paintings with the special drills are really, really good. So I just haven't seen a special drill one that I've liked recently to order from them, the special drill. So, and it looks like their drills are in the baggies, which is kind of funny because why in the world did they give baggies on this one? Their drills didn't used to be in the baggies, so that could be it. I'm trying to see if I could tell if these are resin or acrylic drills. You know, the problem with AliExpress, all the stores pretty much say they're resin, even though they're not. And usually the easy way to figure out if drills are resin or acrylic is if they have the dimple on the bottom of the drills, and I can't tell. I don't see the dimples, so these could be resin, although I don't know. I can't be 100% sure. Because I'm only basing it off of the fact that the ones I'm looking at, I don't see the dimple. I'm gonna take out, are these in order? No, they're not in order. This is 3371, and oh no, I do see dimples, so these are acrylic. That's the only way I could figure out how to see if these are resin or acrylic. Yeah, I do see some dimples on the bottom of the drills, so that's usually an indication that these are acrylic drills and not resin. I'm not saying acrylic drills are better or worse than resin. Resin drills tend to have the craters on the top of the drill. So here is the diamond painting I got. The one good thing about AliExpress is you can choose sizes. So I got this kind of bigger, It's a 45 by 60. It's of this bird with hanging out at a window for Christmas. I don't know how well the picture is conveying. I think squares tend to be like, just because you tend to see the grid line, because I don't know why they think we need the grid line for squares, when in rounds they don't tend to do the grid lines. So I kind of wish the square diamond painting companies would stop doing the grid lines, because they're practically a guide circle, especially if there's going to be gapping. I don't know if there's gapping. The last Meian I did had gapping, so I just don't know if they've changed, how much they've changed since then. But yeah, I'm not sure if but it's this bird hanging out with a tree, on a tree next to a window with Christmas trees here. Well, there's two birds. And then there's looks like a bear here. So I'm going to move you down again. So let's look at the drill field. So it looks, I think it looks decent. It does still have the black grid line, but it's not as dark as when I first bought something from Meian. This one actually has 38 colors, mostly letters and numbers, and then it looks like it veers into the symbols, but the letters and numbers are in alphabetical order, and then it goes into symbols. So that's nice. Now I'm going to, because I'm kind of crazy and obsessed with gapping, usually gapping happens when, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this. I'm gonna zoom in, if I can zoom in. So, I'm not sure how fuzzy that's going to be, but usually I'm going to zoom you out a little bit. Maybe it will be a little bit less fuzzy. But usually you could tell gapping when you put a ruler next to the canvas, and you could start seeing whether it's going out of the grid. So here there's 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. This one actually might not have gapping. It's not bigger than the 2.5, but I won't know until I actually do the diamond painting. So this is giving me hope that it might actually be. So if you have one of these square diamond painting rulers, this will fit it all the way through. The reason most of the time these square diamond painting rulers don't fit the diamond painting is because these rulers are made, I don't know if you can see it, it says 50 squares is 12.5 millimeters, and that makes sense. 2.5 times 50 is 12.5. So then, and square drill is 2.5. So this ruler is made for if all the grid was printed 2.5 millimeters all the way across. And I find a lot of diamond paintings don't print it that way, and hence why lots of times, sometimes you do get some gapping. So I'm actually kind of optimistic that this one might work out. I don't know. We'll see. I might not even post this video until I finish this, because it's not one of my PR packages. So when I buy it myself, sometimes I just kind of randomly put the pictures. I'll just randomly put the unboxing with no real plan, because FYI, I'm unboxing this in September, so who knows when you'll actually see this. But yeah, no, it is nice that it comes with in the baggies, and I'm going to be optimistic that this is going to be hopefully minimal gapping. I'm hoping. So yeah, you want to see the next thing I got? So next thing is also kind of similar. It's also 45 by 60. Oh wait, did I measure if they do true to size? Some of these AliExpress diamond paintings don't do the exact size. I noticed that with Huracan. So this one looks like it's 59, it's like 59 and a half, like a little bit like more than 59 and a half by 45. So they just probably kind of wanted to keep the dimensions of the picture. So yeah, I think I'm going to be optimistic about this one. The next one, let me make sure this has like the item number in here, because if I open another one, am I going to get confused? Yeah, no, the baggies do have the item number, and it also has the DMC number in there and the weight, which is great. There is no inventory sheet, but who gives out inventory sheets anymore? I don't know. So these actually came together, but with a, you know, the plastic garbage bag in the back. It comes with the cheap tweezers, and it looks like it's the same toolkit, 2 toolkits. And this one looks a little bit more squished, but that's okay. So yeah, like I said, since I have, this is not a PR unboxing, I bought this myself. I just kind of put these diamond paintings unboxings whenever there's a space. So you might even see me get one of the diamond paintings up before I even put the unboxing. I don't know, or I might just wait till I'm finished and then put the unboxing and finish video at the same time. So yeah, these are in the baggies also, and here it is. It's this bird on a fence. Yes, it's another bird. It's a bird on a fence with some flowers. These were actually in the same listing. It's just that I had the diamond painting on my what do you call that? The save for later, or it's just in my cart. And then I saw it went cheap, and I was like, ooh, I have to get it now. It's cheaper. So yeah, it's this bird hanging out on a fence with some flowers on top. I think these might be roses. Let me put you this way. So yeah, I think, see, like I said, the one good thing about AliExpress is you can choose size, and 45 by 60 is pretty much the biggest I'm willing to go, really, because it fits in my art portfolio. The 18 by 24 inch art portfolio, this 45 by 60 will fit in there. So drill field looks good. I do notice the grid line is not, like I said, it's not as dark as the previous time I had bought from Meian, so that's why I've been reluctant. This one kind of looks like they were a little too aggressive in the cutting and the edge, but it looks like there is 38 colors. Also, the drills are numerical and alphabetical order, and then with some symbols. That's my favorite type. And so then usually you don't need to put your containers in alphabetical order. And like I said, this also has it does look, these are square drills. I forgot to say, I'm testing out the square drills. So the reason I bought these is at the time of me buying it. So there were $15.43 for each for the 45 by 60, and then, you know, you go through coupons after coupons after coupons after coupons, and then in the end my total was $25.19 for 2 diamond paintings, which I thought for 2 45 by 60s I thought was a great price for it, and it's 45 by 60s on poured glue. So I was like, okay, it's time to try out Meian again, because I have yet to do a poured glue diamond painting that's had minimal gapping, but I'm being optimistic because the fact that it fits this ruler is making me very, very optimistic, because that means the grid is actually 2.5 millimeters. So as long as the drills aren't too small, like much smaller than 2.5 millimeters, I think this might have minimal gapping, but I'm just guessing. I have no idea. Their previous one was not. Okay, so I had done a diamond painting last year when Meian first came out with their square drills, and I'm happy with it. It's beautiful. So here is a diamond painting I did from Meian previously with the square drills. It's only a 30 by 40, and I think it looks absolutely beautiful. The only thing is there was gapping, but I told you last year their grid lines were not did not fit this ruler last year. So but my guess is they've changed something. So yeah, like you could see it like it's, I am actually surprised you could still tell. So like trying to put the drills in here straight so that it'll hold it, and you could see it's already kind of skewing away from the line. So so that's what I meant. It was more spread out last year. So I'm hoping this new way, which looks like it's less spread out, will be much better. But I was very happy with this diamond painting, this 30 by 40 that I got last year from Meian. So then I was like, okay, give them a year or so. Maybe it wasn't a year yet. It might be a year. Give them a year or so, see if they've gotten better. So this is my test to see if they've gotten better. So I don't have plans to when this video will be posted. I may or may not just add a finish at the end of this, because I do want to do this one for Christmas. So depending on if I just have nothing else to put up on my videos, you might just see this randomly pop up. But if you do, I guess I'll say here are the 2 diamond paintings I got for this video here. You may or may not see a kitting up of at least this one. I kind of like this one though too. Yeah, I'm gonna do the Christmas one first since it's more Christmas season. Although I think this one will turn out better just because I think it's a better close-up of the picture. This one is way more detailed. But I'm gonna be optimistic by the fact that this 30 by 40 here I think turned out really, really awesome. So yeah. Like I said, I don't know when this is gonna be posted. You might see the finish of this right after this, me talking. So I'm back, and I did end up diamond painting this image here. FYI, I don't remember to do it. If you didn't see the written message I had put off in the beginning of this video where I said that I recorded the unboxing part in September 2021, FYI, I recorded the first part in September 2021. It is now September 2022. So it's been a year. A year since. It hasn't been completely a year. I think it was like a little bit later in September it was a little bit later in September, but it's been a year since the unboxing part of this video was recorded. So a lot of things I said there, I don't remember. I apologize. I just don't remember. And I think I said I was going to do the Christmas one because I was doing that in September. It didn't happen. I ended up doing this one here. You would have seen this one kitted up. This was the diamond painting that my wheel decided for me to do. So I did one of those, randomly let some wheel decide what diamond painting was going to be done. And this was the diamond painting to at least be kitted up. Whichever one gets done next is a different process than what's getting kitted up next. So yeah, I did the picture of this one. This is from Meian. I got it for $12.59, which I might have said in the beginning of this video. I got it back in September 2021, and it's a little bit smaller than a 45 by 60. This is actually diamond painting number 297, my 297th finish in all since I started diamond painting, and diamond painting 101 in 2022, since some folks have asked me what this is. This thing had 38 colors, and these are squares. I kitted this up back in June 2022. I thought the rendering was good. The symbols were okay. The stick was okay. The canvas was average. The drills, I wrote eh. Okay, that's how I felt at some point while diamond painting this. I was like, I have to write the word eh in the drill quality. And that was mainly because some of the drills were actually really good. Like the white, I think, was really good. and the lighter colors were pretty good. It was the black and the dark brown that's in this, which is the two biggest amounts of colors on this. They were and that's what made me want to write this So, and then the gapping, there was some gapping, but there was also popping. And the main popping was in the 3371 and 310, which was the dark brown and the black. And that's what made me write in here. That's what it was. And this took me 37 hours and 6 minutes to complete over 11 days. And I did take a while to finish this. I took some breaks between, like I diamond painted for a couple days, and it looks like I took like 12 days in between or whatever. And yeah. And what did I say? I did replace a couple things with ABs. I replaced 666, 3819, 740, 712 with 3865. So just because the drill is not the same, I just replaced it with a close AB. And then 605, I actually ended up replacing with 963, but then I ran out of 963, and then I ended up using 819, and which is a very similar color. And oh yeah. And I thought the G and the Q looked the same, and the 8 and the 5 looked the same on the canvas. So it was a little bit hard to read those. And I replaced 164. So if you watched my kitting up of this back in June, you may have remembered that on the bags for the drills, it had like another number written in there, like by handwriting. So I did, when I was kitting up, I did end up writing that number on, I don't know if you can see. So it was like 164, but then on the drill bag, it had like 388 in parentheses. And I was like, what is that? What does that mean? I thought that they must have replaced some of the colors with other colors. And FYI, I don't think Meian does squares anymore, or maybe they do, but I've gone to like their listings on AliExpress off and on, and the squares sometimes are not available and sometimes they are. So I think they just don't have as much square drill inventory and maybe are focusing on rounds. I don't really recommend this for squares. The final product actually looks really good. I'm not showing it to you, but the final product actually looks really good, but I don't know. There was just some portions where I was just like, Okay. And so then I ended up replacing 164. So this was what was originally charted here, and this is what I ended up getting from my stash for 164. This was just a little bit too bright, and it just clashed with what was on the diamond painting. So I ended up picking it out and going to my stash, and I was like, oh, what do I have in 164? And I was like, okay, this one looks much nicer. And it doesn't clash as much. So that's what I wrote in there. So now you're like, you spent like 5 minutes talking about like nothing and not showing us the picture. So let me move you up. All right. So here it is. Personally, I actually think it looks really, really good. So as much as I was like, and I was like going a little crazy, diamond painting some of it, I am relatively pleased with the result here. You can see the fence, you could see the bird, you could actually see the petals of the flowers, of the roses, and I thought the leaves turned out well. And like I said, as much as I was like, I think at some point, it was this black. This is actually a combination of black and brown, so this is not all one color. There is a sprinkling of brown and a sprinkling of black. This is what drove me crazy. Just let me just say. So let me move you down. I don't like the camera being so high up. So I'll move you down here. So yeah. I had a lot of popping in this, and I was really afraid that, and it's hot too, so I don't know if you guys have been having the same issue as I have. I've been having drills just stick to me, like just touching it, and I would have drills stuck to my hand. And so I actually sealed this, and I sealed it with my Krylon Glitter Blast clear sealer. I have plenty of bottles because I just buy them because when they're on sale. I use this Krylon Glitter Blast clear sealer, and I have to tell you, I'm actually very happy with the sealer. Like, I've only used liquid sealers for my squares, and I used the spray sealer for the first time on my squares. And usually what happens when I seal squares is, because squares don't have much gaps, right? If you look, well, this one, like I said, it was like the light colors I thought turned out really, really nice. Look at how nicely that put in. And then when you get to the blacks, well, you can't tell. There was gapping because I could tell because I would have to move it. But when you would seal squares, sometimes you would see the sealant like dried, crusty in between the drills, and it's more obvious on squares than it is in rounds, just because there is really small gaps, so you could see the crustiness. I don't know if that's the right word. It's crusty. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna spray it with my spray sealer instead, and I'm actually very pleasantly surprised. Like, can you even really see that the sealer's on there? And it actually made the drills shinier. So I was like, hey, look, my nice shiny drills. And what's nice is I do this and I don't have drills on my hand, because that's what was happening. So I ended up sealing this. Did I seal it? I sprayed it like this way, and then I sprayed it this way. And then I sprayed it a third time, I think this way, and then I made sure I did all the edges. So I sprayed it 3 times, and then I let it dry for several days, and then I actually rolled it with a roller again, because I rolled it with the roller before, and then I rolled it afterwards, and it was actually very satisfying rolling this afterwards, because you could still kind of hear it crunch, and I think it kind of helped loosen up some of the really, because when you do the sealing, you kind of, and the diamond painting ends up becoming really stiff, and it helped, I think, loosen up a little bit, and it made it a little bit more pliable. But I feel like it's in there, so I'm happy with that. And since I did use ABs on this, I'm not sure if you could tell, like, I have like too much lighting. Like, there's ABs here. I did replace some ABs here. Do you see? I actually think they still look relatively, like, they still look really nice. So I'm very happy with this. I'm actually very happy with the sealer. And I'm happy with the result, even though I kind of was just like, at some point while I was diamond painting, I was like, eh. I did end up putting, I think, too many ABs on the bird. Like, I don't know if you could see here. This is all ABs, and it kind of looks kind of funny when it goes in the light. So if you're gonna use ABs, make sure it's more like spread out. The ABs look much better when they're like spread out, or like outlining something or something like that, and not like concentrated on a little section, because the ABs add an extra sparkle, but it can also detract from the actual rendering, so you have to be kind of careful when you're doing the replacements for the ABs. So I mainly did the ABs in this white here. I think I had a green AB somewhere, and then I had 2 pink ABs, and then I had a red AB in here. And I just kind of did them sprinkling. Like this color here was one of the DMCs that I replaced with the green AB, but I didn't do this whole thing here because I thought that would have been overkill. But I did like put some spatterings of it here and some spatterings of it here. So I think I'm very happy with this, that I'm actually gonna frame this thing. So I'm getting my so this is my cutting board, and when I bought it, it came with the ruler. And it came with the rotary cutter. And I just got this off of Amazon. And if I remember, it should be linked in the description box. So someone had, I forgot, I'm sorry who, had suggested that I put these like these dots onto my ruler to help it hold down the ruler. So I'm gonna try that out. Or hold it down. Maybe I should put more at the ends. I wasn't sure how much I was supposed to put in. So it's these dots. I just got them off of Amazon. I have no idea what I'm doing. So, which lots of times is the case for everything. I'm like, I don't know. You folks recommend things to me and I'm like, okay, let's try it out. So I got these adhesive dots. And I just kind of put them like every 2 inches here. And it's only adhesive on one side, so it kind of makes it like an anti-skid. So it's not moving. I'm thinking I need one more at the top. I probably put too many. But I couldn't find a listing for any less than what I have here. And I'm guessing at some point they get dirty and I'm going to have to replace it. So it kind of helps it be not skid, I guess. It's supposed to help grip it. Because what I was finding was that the diamond painting would move a little bit while I was doing this. So let's try it out so that maybe the diamond painting won't move while I'm doing this. So someone also told me cut in the direction away from me and not towards me so that I don't kill myself or cut myself. And to always close it after you're done cutting. Safety is important. You want all your fingers, because if you don't have all your fingers, how are you going to diamond paint? Actually, you probably could diamond paint still with not all your fingers, but I don't want to experience that. It's not a FOMO moment I need to do. Okay. Oop. For whatever reason, I always have to cut in from the same side, so that's why I do turn around my thing instead of moving my ruler onto the other side. I have to cut in a certain direction. Otherwise, it doesn't work for me. And no, you don't have to buy a rotary cutter, you could just use scissors. That's what I did before I got the rotary cutter. Before someone suggested to me to get the rotary cutter, I did just cut with scissors, like I'm doing now, here. But I have it, so I'm going to use it. So I'm just cutting out the legend because I do put my legends in my journal, just in case I do look at this in the future, and I'm like, why is that missing number N, letter N? And I could go back and refer to this and possibly find something similar. Where is my double-sided tape? Actually, that's actually too wide, so I could do the second widest. So I do have multiple with double-sided tape, and now I'm actually using double-sided tape for my multi-placers, and it's my favorite. I don't know, anything that will so far I've liked as much as the double-sided tape for my multi-placers. It lasts a long time and it's much easier to deal with than glue dots and putty and things like that. So I'm trying to figure out how to use the double-sided tape for my single placer. It's not as easy, but I think it's easier than glue dots. But not as easy to remove. I don't know. There's always cons to everything, right? So, there. And I'm going to use this. I'm going to move the picture to the side here. I'm going to use this frame here. It did have something framed in here before because my mom framed something, but then she ended up wanting to change the frame for what she framed because she wanted to put two pictures next to each other. Yeah. And she wanted the frames to match, and I'm like, okay, we'll move. Yeah. I ended up getting another frame, and yeah. So, but this works out because now I could put this in here. I wonder if it's going to fall, and then I'm going to have, would I be able to see? No, even if it does fall to the bottom, I still won't see what is at the top there. So there's the, yeah, I can see, it's actually kind of see-through. I can see the ink behind there, so I know that's the bottom. That works out there. I got this frame from Michael's. It's actually a relatively good frame. I like it. I should have bought more. I bought it when they had a buy one, get two free sale. So this ended up being like, I think $30 for 3 of them, which is actually a pretty good price for an 18 by 24 inch frame if it wants to go in. I don't know why it's not fitting. See, this is what happens when it's not the cheap cardboard. I'm trying to bend it so that it goes in. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. Trying to show it on video and I'm like, nope. We want you to make you look incompetent. Oh my god, that hurt. There. No, this side is up now. Okay, nope, now this side is up. Oh my gosh. There. Woo! There's something about having the cheap cardboard backing. Alright. So, there it is, framed up. I'm actually gonna go put this on the wall because I already have where I want to put it, and I'll come back when it's on the wall. All right, so it's up on my wall. Yay! That's sometimes half the battle for me. So it's actually up on the wall as a trio of pictures. There's my crystal canvas art design. So, sorry that you could kind of see the window blinds here. I did close them, but you can see it reflected there. And this is my square crystal canvas art designs. This was actually a diamond painting I did, like, I think in 2021, of Mount Rainier. And here is this picture here that I finished. Remarkably, all three of these pictures are 45 by 60s. The ones in the middle looks a lot smaller for whatever reason. But yeah, there it is on my wall. I think it kind of matches. I don't know. They all have flowers, right? And they're all 45 by 60s, and they're all framed using the same frame. So that's all I have for today. So thank you very much for watching, and happy diamond painting. Bye!